Hi friends! Today I want to share with you how I set up my everyday carry planner. This is a slim size Paperblanks planner. The size of the planner is almost the same as Hobonichi weeks. I use it for all my daily tasks. If you want to know why I picked this planner, I went over my reasons in my planner system video. I will have a link for you in the top right corner and in my description box. It's a hardcover planner. I mentioned before that I like hardcover for my everyday carry because I carry the planner with me everywhere I go, and hardcover doesn't get lost or destroyed in my bag. It comes with 2 ribbon page markers and 1 elastic closure. The elastic closure usually can go over the cover like this to keep the planner closed, but as you can see, I'm using it a little differently, which I will get to in a little bit. Let's flip this open. First, there is a page for my name, phone number, and emergency contacts. I normally leave this page blank, but again, this is a planner I carry with me all the time. I'm a little paranoid about leaving it behind somewhere, so I put down my name and phone number here. This is the yearly overview page. This is where I mark down my paydays in green and YouTube video posting days in gray. Any holidays that I have to work is circled in green. This is also when the next page comes in handy. In my line of work, I do have to work on some holidays, but I know which holidays I have to work ahead of time, so marking it down here helps me to plan. And because it's work related, I choose to use green again just to be consistent with my payday color, so there's a bit of a consistency going on. However, this planner does not follow the color coding system I have for my Hobonichi cousin. I could have, but because this is the planner I carry with me when I go out, when I go to work, it doesn't stay on my desk. Because of that, I don't always have access to my colors when I need them, so I really want to simplify and limit the use of any colors in this planner. Right underneath the 2022 holidays, there is a bit of a notes section. I included my goals for this year, just a reminder for myself, because I refer to this page quite a lot. Then we get to the Sunday Start monthly calendars. This is where I pre-plan and color block my days. If I have any appointments, I'll write them down here in this calendar. Also, what I do is at the beginning of the week, or sometimes month, I will block off the time slots that I made plans for, like the time I need to go to work, or the time I need to work on my video. My work schedule is already on my Google Calendar, but I still choose to mark them down here again. Because the schedule on my Google Calendar is shared among my team, first of all, I can't really make notes on it. I'll have to create another calendar just for my notes. Secondly, if there are schedule changes made between my colleague and I, it doesn't always get reflected on the Google Calendar. That's why I want to check my own schedule for myself. So now I get a visual of the time that is available to me. It's going to help me organize my time better so I can complete my daily tasks that I listed out for myself in the weekly sections of the planner. Before I get to the weekly sections, there are some blank notes pages. I don't really have any plans for them yet. They will usually get used when the time comes, when I need extra space to write down more notes. In the past, I've used it to plan for events and for travel. This is the weekly section of my planner. This is where I keep all my to-do lists. I loosely follow the bullet journal system. The symbols that I use are also adapted from the bullet journal key. If you guys want to check out the original setup, I will have a link to the original setup video by writer Carol in the description box. He is the creator of the bullet journal. Over the years, I have twisted the key a little bit and really simplified it to make it work for me. Let me show you guys how I'm using it. Let's find an empty page so I can write it out for you guys. Most of the time, I use a square to mark the items on my to-do list. Within the bullet journal community, there are usually different symbols to mark tasks and events. Personally, I don't differentiate between them. To me, they all fall under the things I have to do. Be it a meeting or a birthday party, I still have to attend it and be there, so a square is what I use. I use a check mark to indicate a task is completed. For important tasks, I put an asterisk beside it. For notes associated with a task, I use dots to list out anything I need to remember. If a task is cancelled or it no longer needs to be done, I cross it out. If at the end of the day I didn't get a chance to complete a task and I still want it done, I use a forward arrow to migrate a task to a future date. For example, I didn't get to work on my YouTube script or study on Tuesday. I migrated them over to Wednesday, so I can try to work on these tasks again on Wednesday. If a task is getting worked on sooner than planned, I can use this backward arrow to show that it's moved to an earlier date. If you're new to this, feel free to start with any set of symbols as your key. As you use them, they will evolve with you, and you will eventually find a set of symbols that work best for you. For example, in the past, I've also tried to use other symbols, like a circle to mark tasks instead of a square, an X to mark when a task is completed. I also used to use a more stylized version of my current key, like to have the check marks, arrows, and X's all fit within the square. To mark when a task is completed, I also tried to color in the circle or the square. I also had specific symbols for appointments, reminders, birthdays, etc. before I settled on this super minimalistic key that I'm using right now. I don't usually use colors in my weekly spreads, but if a task is super important, I don't want to miss it, or I already delayed it a few times and I really want it to be done, I will highlight it so it stands out. For example, this is a super important phone conference that I need to attend. I put an asterisk beside it and also highlighted it. It seemed to have worked because, as you can see, I didn't forget about it. I attended the conference, so there's the check mark. There are notes pages and reference pages after the weekly spreads. I don't really have any specific use for them yet, except the 2023 calendars will be used as my future logs. Any important dates in 2023 will be marked here, and when 2023 comes, they will migrate to next year's calendar, but I'm sure the notes pages will get filled up as the year goes on. At the back of the planner, there are more lined notes pages. I used to keep a lot of trackers here, but this year I have moved them over to my Hobonichi cousin. Now they can be used for all sorts of things. I can keep track of any non-urgent purchases here, so I can buy them on sale or during off-season. For example, I can keep my Sephora shopping list here, so throughout the month, I can add anything I want or anything I need to restock to it. Then when a sale comes around, I can just check off my list. At the very back of the planner, I added a Hobonichi Memo Pad. This memo pad is the same size as Hobonichi Weeks, which is a perfect fit for my planner. It's secured to the planner with the elastic band my planner comes with. You can refer to my planner system video for other ways to attach this memo pad to my planner. I'll have the link in the top right corner again. I will have my meal prep planning here. Every week, I'll have my breakfast, lunch, and dinner planned out on the left from Monday to Sunday. Then on the right, I will list out the groceries I need. If I want, I can take out this memo pad from the planner and take just this memo pad with me when I go grocery shopping. This is something new I'm trying this year. My goal is to hopefully minimize food waste and reduce my grocery bill in the process. This year I've been staying at my parents' place, so far I haven't got a chance to use it. This is how I set up my everyday carry planner. Overall, my setup is very simple and minimalistic, but also extremely functional. Thanks for watching. Bye!